showed a less conservative side when speaking, in the brilliance and tolerance of theory. He had a pet 1.2 meters continental giant rabbit, these really exist, that ate vegetables for him at 100 pounds a month, called Sigmund the Destroyer. He was the light brown happiness with the big ears, his feet echoed like drums, dormant speed and giant-sized dormant power. He appreciated being fed these different vegetables shaped, stacked like vegetable cakes and being seemingly safe, but what if someone brought a dog? They had before. He viewed in front of the very sunny hobby room and looked out through the satellite room, high up like a cat. He liked looking at different people, recognizable cosmopolitan human world, and was happy until stimulation from something else was needed. As a rabbit, things had to be familiar, and thus he would show his cute sides, and flop being in the way like an object. He was alert and cautious, easy to flight, but being 1.2 meters there was a fair amount of reasonably fair ground. He knew he was a special kind of animal. Every was bewildered and curious. He had his fears of being alone and flight, he was scared and went places too far. You can really deep dive in fear, but would reason himself fine in his circumstances half the time. He scared cats and dogs, he would just charge and they would fear into paving the way. Kids loved and hugged Sigmund, he realized he is as big as them sometimes. Obviously he communicated what he needed and would consciously change when it was that time. He was friendly with his human that came and went, strange alien-like purpose, but what purpose? What is there staying in here all the time? He wanted a garden. There was no second bunny. He had an expensive apartment in London. All apartments in London are expensive, where everything was sleek, futuristic, black and white, artsy and claustrophobic. It was just 120 square meters, but he had fit in a lot of furniture. He was materialistic about his apartment, his TV, everything had to give an impression, of course, exhausting and a look into his mind. Artist on vacation, everything had a place. He used his considerable contemporary salary to buy a living room set after fitting kitchen set, it made him feel personal. It's like the start of the Fight Club movie. He was good at memorizing parts of history, he countered like an informed punch, something too true. He was already ready to pay attention and categorize history, to point out a fifth detail too far. He had the complete history of the world series, memorized gistly in 15 books, but thought it didn't go deep enough. What was the point of the left revolutions of South America? That's more important. Why did America stop every single one? Even if communism doesn't work out so well in practice and so far, what is the threat to capitalism and how costly do it need to be to defend this broken system? Turns out when you're a thinker you like getting to the bottom of why and how things work, fascinated and unrelenting, unwavering.